name's Adrian Lechuga, and I'm Brightwood PTA's president for the school year 2020-2021.
And I'm Robby Jung, principal at Brightwood School. This year, we have come up with a new way of recognizing our volunteers, teachers, and staff. Normally, awardees are invited to a big council event called Founders Day, which is PTA's birthday.
This year has been very unique due to the pandemic. Individuals have stepped up their game, stood out among the many, and have made an impact to our Brightwood community. Although this year has been a virtual year that limited our activities, there are individuals that deserve to be recognized for what they've done this school year.
During that event, we honor individuals, organizations, parents, teachers, and staff who continuously make a positive impact on our children's lives through our PTA. There is a lot that happens behind the scenes, such as meetings, rules, planning, and executing ideas. This year, we do not only want to recognize them with just a certificate.
We would also like to award them with a gift card so that they may treat themselves to something nice. What else, Mr. Jung?
Some pastries, and also include them in this year's very first Star Person Drive-Thru celebrations in May for our volunteers.
The Honorary Service Awards are awarded each year, and they are designed as a unique way for PTA units to publicly acknowledge individuals and organizations for outstanding community service to children and youth in our community.
In my years of service working in schools as a school leader, I have learned that the word community is very meaningful. In fact, when we use the word community, we are talking about those who work inside the school for our students, as well as those who work outside of our school walls for our students, volunteering their time. So tonight, it's about honoring those who give of themselves, who give of their time and their resources to make this a better place, a better Brightwood for our students, to make a positive impact and change for those who we deem the most precious of all people, which is our students, our children. Mr. Lechuga, who is our first recipient of the Honorary Service Awards?
Well, Mr. Jung, if there is anyone that has put in more volunteer hours this school year, it's Kristine Lau. She was PTA president last school year, and to be honest, in my opinion, I think that she was the best president that our unit has had in years, but that's just my opinion. Her work ethics, her dedication, and commitment to PTA and our youth is extraordinary. She took on the treasurer position this school year to ensure that all money in PTA is used and handled appropriately. She is doing an amazing job, and I'm sure she will continue to do so. She has also spent numerous hours working on picking up other jobs within the organization, such as the monthly e-newsletter, handling the Facebook page, coordinating with the fun run people to ensure that next school year we have a successful event. Let's see, what else? Well, these are just a few examples of what Kristine's dedication is and the service that she provides through PTA. Therefore, we have selected Mrs. Lau as one of this year's recipients for Brightwood PTA's Very Special Person Award. Thank you, Kristine, for your hard work and dedication and for keeping me on my toes.
Our next Very Special Person Award goes to our very own Connie Ramirez. Connie has been the rock of our lunch distribution program here at Brightwood School. While there have been many changes throughout the year, she has worked hard to lead her team in preparing those lunches and getting those meals out to our community. She does it all with a smile, and she has a positive impact on the rest of her team as a result. We thank you and we congratulate you, Connie, on this very well-deserved award.
Well, ever since I've been involved in PTA, I've always noticed this individual around campus, either at PTA events or helping a teacher or helping multiple teachers. Her name is Duly Wong. She is an inspiring individual that sets the bar high when it comes to putting in volunteer time. Even though this year our school has gone virtual, Duly has stepped up her game by ensuring that PTA is able to make money to pay for the new AV system that was installed in the cafeteria. It was a $10,000 increase from the original price we had. Thanks to her efforts and her dedication, we have been able to reach that goal. And that's because we care about our students, right? Many may see this as only making a phone call. I see it as dedication to PTA. She has also taken on other jobs, such as leading the membership drive at the beginning of the school year, which led our PTA unit to be number 2 in the district for having the most memberships. I'm sure that if we were not in the pandemic, we would probably be number 1, and we will probably also see Duly more around campus. More of her dedication at all PTA events, at school events. For this, she is well deserving of the Continuing Service Award for ongoing service to children. Thank you, Duly, for making a difference and for stepping up for being president next school year.
Our next deserving Continuing Service Award goes to Osania Del Rio. Congratulations, Osania. Osania is consistently dedicated to our children and to the success of Brightwood School. She has played a major role in PTA, serving as PTA president in the past, and in other PTA committees such as the talent show, chocolate fundraisers, and other school events. Today, you can find her preparing and fundraising for our oldest students, our 8th graders, working tirelessly to give our 8th grade class an experience that they'll never forget. For this, she is nominated and is receiving the PTA Continuing Service Award. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do, Mrs. Del Rio.
This year's Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Mrs. Candace Winn. She's an awesome teacher and is so deserving of this award. She brings energy and warmth to her class and to whom she communicates with. Before the pandemic, I used to go into her classroom to drop off stuff, either PTA stuff or check the locker or whatever it is I was doing around the area. And I used to love going into her class because I would leave feeling good. She has a charisma and her methods of teaching are just so contagious. You leave happy. If you've ever crossed paths with her, you know what I'm talking about, and you will always get a smile from her. This year, it has shown among her students, even though it's been a virtual year. She puts her heart into teaching her students. She makes sure that no student falls behind. Whenever a student needs extra attention, she is very kind and she is very good at bringing the best of those kids. Mrs. Winn was willing to work with families this school year to ensure that her students feel safe and supported, especially during this distance learning, which was new for everyone. This year, Mrs. Winn has brainstormed with families on how to get her students engaged. She carves out time somehow. I don't know where she gets all this time from, to focus on students that need that extra push. Parents, especially this year, are so appreciative of Mrs. Winn, and we are so happy and honored to recognize her teaching by awarding her the Outstanding Teacher Award. Thank you, Mrs. Winn. She's just simply the best. You are simply the best. Thank you for loving your job and for loving our students.
Our next Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Mrs. Melody Ho. Congratulations, Mrs. Ho, for receiving this honor. You go above and beyond your duties as a teacher. You care about your students and you share an infectious smile and warmth for your students that can be felt not only in person but also online. Thank you for everything that you do for your students. Your connectedness with your class is evident when you do your drive-through events, meeting your students, greeting them with a smile, albeit under a mask, and being able to connect with them and with the community at large. Thank you, and you deserve this very special award. Congratulations, Mrs. Ho.
Our next recipient for the Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Mr. Angel Ng. He is an amazing teacher. He is a dedicated PTA member and makes the effort to be the best educator. Especially this school year when so many students have needed that extra help. He has made his students and families feel welcome even as we face the year without seeing each other in person. Students love his Zoom class because of his methods. He has been able to have his students engage all year long. He is such a great role model to our students. He has a charisma, he has this aura, like it's just nice being around him, and I'm sure that the students were able to relate to that and feel comfortable with him. Thank you, Mr. Ng, for your dedication to teaching, for inspiring our students to be the best versions of themselves. And for that, you are our recipient for the Outstanding Teacher Award at Brightwood Elementary.
The Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Mrs. Kimberly Lim. Congratulations, Mrs. Lim. Mrs. Lim is among one of many teachers this year who goes well above and beyond. Students love being in her class, and as a matter of fact, this year she has dropped off something for her students for every holiday. This demonstrates her connectedness to her students and demonstrates her going above and beyond for all of them. She also serves this year on the school site council board, where she helps make decisions that impact our entire school body. She was already highly regarded by all of our Brightwood community before this year, and this year is no exception to that. She sets the bar high, and we want to congratulate you, an extraordinary teacher, for the Outstanding Teacher Award, Mrs. Kimberly Lim.
This next award, it's for the Outstanding Administrator Award. Although Mrs. Lee is not an administrator, she's a teacher. She goes above and beyond her teacher duties. She is an ardent supporter and cheerleader for our PTA. She is very accessible to both her students and parents. She makes an effort to make her class fun. Her empathy and support, especially during these trying times, are very much appreciated. If there is anyone in Alhambra School District that you want to know, it's Miss Lee. She is involved in her community, especially in Brightwood Elementary, where her work ethics and character have put her as one of the most popular and favorite teachers. She is the definition of what the word kind is. She is a loved person by her students, staff, and friends. She is a supportive person of all PTA events and activities. She is not only an exemplary person as a PTA member, but she is also involved in our school site council, local scout organization, and other organizations that help to positively impact our youth. Although she is a teacher at Brightwood, we were compelled to award her the Outstanding Administrator Award because she goes way and beyond her duties as a teacher. Thank you, Mrs. Lee, for all that you do for our students, our youth, and our community. And for what you've done to me and my family. I hold you dearly in my heart. Congratulations, and thank you, Mrs. Lee.
Receiving our Outstanding Administrator Award, Mrs. Monica Rivera, counselor at Brightwood. Congratulations, Mrs. Rivera. This is a very well-deserved award for all of your efforts this year. You go well above and beyond your job as a counselor. You're very creative, resourceful, and you work hard to support all of the students at Brightwood and to make the Brightwood community a better place. You're enthusiastic, and that's contagious, and we thank you for that. As a matter of fact, your Pen Pal program was so successful and did such a great job connecting one another at our Brightwood community that it received recognition even from our district office. Keep up the great work. We appreciate all that you do, whether it's through assemblies, through social emotional learning, through activities, or even when you put on the tiger mascot costume to welcome our students in the Star Student of the Month drive-thru line. There is nothing that you won't do to make Brightwood a better place. And we thank you for that, and we recognize you for that. Congratulations, Mrs. Monica Rivera.
This year, I have the privilege to announce this year's Golden Oak Award recipient. This award is given to recognize, as the most prestigious of the Honorary Service Awards, an individual that has made significant contributions to the welfare of children and youth in a school or a community. It is my pleasure to award this prestigious award to Mrs. Irene Tark.
Mrs. Tark has organized and run a very successful Star Student of the Month program throughout the years at Brightwood School, ever since she took the lead on it.
She has made sure that the staff is present to cheer our students on.
And her leadership is in full display as it allows the school to celebrate all of the wonderful things that our students have done.
This year, although Star Student Celebration has been done in the form of a drive-thru celebration, it has impacted all the families who had the opportunity to participate in the event.
Balloons, music, mascots, city employees, fire trucks, they decorate the path as students are driven up to receive their recognition certificate and pins. Aside from leading the Star Student of the Month, Mrs. Tark has played a huge role in the shaping of our students at Brightwood School.
Even when students weren't as lucky to be in her class, she has had an impact on all. She makes every student feel special and loved. Thank you, Mrs. Tark, for your dedication to our kids. For this, you are the Golden Oak Awardee. And a fun fact, this is the second time she receives this award. That just goes to show that she's just an amazing, amazing person. This concludes our Honorary Service Awards. Thank you so much for those who submitted forms to nominate people. If you didn't get around to doing it this year, do it next year. Recipients who receive these awards, it's very special. It's very heartwarming. It's a morale booster. It encourages us to keep going, to continue to impact our community in a positive way, to continue to make a difference, at our school. Thank you to our PTA board, who, even though we were limited this year to what we normally get to do at our school, we were still there trying to do as best as we can, as much as we can. So thank you to every single one of you guys for making a difference. Thank you to my family, my wife, my kids, who have been patient with me, having to be in a bunch of meetings this year. Looking forward to continue doing more of a difference, hopefully in person. It encourages others to do the same. And even if you're working a lot, there's many ways that you can help and support PTA. You can either donate money, you can support us during our fundraisers, support your teachers, ask them, what do you need? What can we do for you? Thank you in advance for making a difference and for being part of Brightwood PTA.